Everyone, I'm so excited for, gosh, our second annual. Are we going to do this next year, Butch? Where's Butch?
There, he's in the back.
Butch, come here, dude.
Man of the hour.
The man of the hour. So I'm very excited to talk about what we're going to do today and what we've already accomplished. From last year in 2011, we did Celebration of Service. From LA to Washington, D.C., we went across the country and helped servicemen and women in different aspects throughout volunteerism and also making lives better. So I'd like to read you some information before we actually kick off, and I introduce some other people. We talk about the projects, the goals, what we're going to get accomplished today. So here's some statistics about our veterans that are facing severe housing needs, sometimes because of disabilities from combat injuries or because they are particularly hard hit by the economy, and sometimes because they simply just can't afford housing. An aging population, 9 million veterans are senior citizens right now, many whom live on a fixed income. Our disabled veterans from 2001 to 2008, so think about that, 7 years, the number of disabled veterans has increased by 25% to 2.9 million people. Low income housing. More than 4.3 million veterans have a combined family income of under $20,000. So when you put that all together, it's just like a big, wow, are you kidding me? And here's the saddest statistic of them all. Homelessness shows that veterans are twice as likely to be homeless than those who have not served. Veterans represent 8% of the general population, yet they form 16% of homelessness. So those are coming to some staggering numbers. And we are very fortunate to work for such a great company that we are able to be here today and help this facility. Some of you may know because you were here last year, and I see some Celebration of Service shirts, so I know you were here last year. But when we picked this facility and we had the opportunity to come here, and I went around to different organizations and picked where we were going to go, what we were going to do for the city of Orlando, I remember my first question to Butch, and that was, are you government funded? And he goes, no. And I was taken back a little bit. And I said, well, how do you pay yourselves? And he said, we don't get paid. Everything we do here is for volunteerism. We come in here on our own time. When I heard that, just those two questions and answered for me, I knew we had picked the right spot. So the money that they earn, they crack me up. I've walked this facility many times, and they sell parking spaces. So when there's a big event going on at the Citrus Bowl, the next time you're thinking about parking, come here to the DAV. Where are you, Butch? What do you charge, 20 bucks?
20.
He might give you a breaking charge of 50, but who knows? But that's how they raise some of their money and their funds to help continue to operate and take care of our veterans. So with that being said, I would like to introduce Butch. He is going to be in a month stated as the commander here of this building. So here, got it, Butch?
Well, I didn't deserve that, but I appreciate it. We're 3,000 members strong here in this chapter, pushing 3,000. There's another chapter in Florida that we Mick and Tom with. They're 5 ahead of us, and then we're 5 ahead of them.
It'll be 3,000 by the end of the month.
Be 3,000 by the end of the month. This is the member guru over here. Wednesday, we had a bomb threat in this square block, just catty corner to us over here. 4 cops. 3 of them signed up as DAV members. The one was not a veteran, so we put him in the auxiliary. So we have those 3 as road guards or whatever we need them to do it when we have an event here, just for the law enforcement presence. But talking about Home Depot, I can't say enough. I cannot say enough. They have dumped some time, money, effort, as you folks will do today. It's just amazing to me that this little blonde bombshell back here coordinates stuff, and actually gets her hands dirty. Actually gets in there and does it. I walked out, she was painting this air conditioner cage over here, and I didn't see her. I said, "Oh, you got some good help out here now." And she looked at me and said, "What am I, chopped liver?" But she coordinates this thing so well that it's just like a Swiss watch. I mean, it's just great. And Kathy DeCesare is our blog expert and photographer, and her husband's around here, sitting over here, over by the trash can. He comes in on his scooter when it's not threatening to rain. Just some of the best work that we've got. And Ray Stone over there in the wheelchair. He's, like I say, the member guru. How many you got this year, Ray?
61.
61 members signed up this year. And going to be some other members coming in later on today. The guy brought the ice and the coolers. He'll be back. And Chaplain will be here later on. He'll have to come in and say his blessing for lunch. He missed breakfast. Must have been babysitting or something. But I'm going to turn the mic back over to the capable hands of Chris, and let her get y'all started. Thank you. Yep. This little artificial need. I'm gonna cough for a second.
That's pretty steep.
All right. I like that blonde bombshell thing. That was like awesome. And also that I work hard. Did you hear all that?
We heard it, Chris.
Oh, just checking.
We heard it.
All right. And those, in case you don't know, my counterpart and troublemaker, Diana.
Thank you so much. Couple of things that we've been working on, kind of behind the scenes, is with the County Commissioner's Office. And I'd like to introduce Jennifer Thompson. She's runs District 4 in our county. And she has a prior engagement coming here today, but in true Home Depot fashion, we have made her an honorary Home Depot apron. And on this apron, I'll have you hold it up. We know that you are a 49ers fan. We know that you run the Disney Marathon. You went to UNC, but we also put the Disabled American Veterans emblem on the apron since she's officially kicking off the event today. Our next big event is July 13th, which is our Living Word Academy event, so I hope you all join us for that as well. We are going to be helping the unfortunate underprivileged kids in that community near my store. But I would like if Jennifer could say a few words after we get her hooked in officially. Very nice. You look good.
I'm all about it. There's nothing like an apron, ladies, then you don't have to suck it in anymore. You know it's the truth.
We think it, she says it.
That's right. The poor woman that saw me squeezing out of my car knows what I'm talking about, too. Diana came into my office, when was it?
March.
In March, and said, you know, we had no idea what she was coming in for. I know the store over in South Chase very well. It's an area that I represent. I actually personally shop at the Waterford Lake store. I live right over there. And Diana came in and she had this book, and she's showing us some photos and things of some community service projects that the South Chase store has done, and some community service projects that she has been able to put together. And we left, you know, having a mutual understanding that we were going to look out for projects, and she was going to have some volunteers, and maybe there's some things that we can do. And it was just great to get to know her. And she told us about some of the things, and we got this on the calendar. And I will tell you, I'm blown away. You know, you guys are always so helpful when we're in the store, but it's great to see all this orange out in the community. You know, I was born at the Naval Training Center at the VA hospital over there. My grandfather was in the Navy. My father was a Marine. My great uncle was in the Korean War. You know, I happen to represent the district in Orange County, which is going to be home to, knock on wood, very soon, the new VA Medical Center. The VA is an amazing facility. If if we can just get it built. I have a feeling if you guys were building it, it would almost be done. But instead, they've got the bureaucracy that they're dealing with. But we've got over 300,000 veterans in Central Florida, and this facility is so necessary. Not 6 months ago, I got to go to another volunteer-driven project for a veteran that had lost both of his legs and both of his arms. 20-something years old, he and his wife and a service group had come out and built him a home in our district over at Moss Park. And it's, there's groups like these all over that are trying to help our disabled servicemen and women and our veterans, because we have such an influx of people coming back to the States, and the opportunities aren't always here. And if it weren't for places like this post right here, where would these men and women turn to? And so what you're doing in helping to rehab a building from the 40s is so much more than rehabbing a building from the 40s. And so really from the bottom of my heart, whatever we can do to help you, whatever we can do to help encourage you. And if I didn't have to go to another event right after this, I would be in my overalls, in my sneakers, working with you side by side, because I know with the hard work that you're about to hopefully get completed today. And really just thank you for your service and being willing to do something that's bigger than just you or your job, but helps people on and on. So thank you so much, and thank you for the invitation, and really thank you for the apron. I'm all over this.
You have to promise to wear it to all the Home Depot events.
So I'm very proud of this team. The team behind me represents your captains from your stores. When we completed these projects last year, each captain was responsible for a piece of the project. They had to do their materials list. They had to turn it in for us. And last year, I don't even think we had to make a run to the Home Depot to go get anything. And that was truly our objective for this year as well, not to have to leave the facility till we're done. So I'd like to thank the DAV. They provided breakfast for us. We'll have lunch. We're going to have lunch out here once the sun comes out, with beautiful shade area over here. And I did thank the Lord last night for no rain, because as much work as we have to do on the floors and the ceilings, we had no room for rain today. So my goal really for us is try to be done by 1 o'clock. And harder we work, the faster we're out of here. So I need everybody please engaged in what you're supposed to be doing. With that being said, Brandon, gonna lead us in the cheer? Sure. All right, here we go.
Give me an H. Give me an O. Give me an M. Give me an E. Give me a D. Give me an E. Give me a P. Give me an O. Give me a T. What's that spell? I can't hear you. What's that spell? What are we going to do?
Around the door. Josh, can you help her with that sheet of drywall, please? It's heavy.
And then,
Yeah, I need Dave to come and see where we need to put the door for
okay,
now.
all right.
Because that flooring also needs all over the
Okay, and they're yearly.
There you go. That's what I wanted to do. I didn't have no place to put the first skin.
Outside by the door?
I would